Hello, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into right away. This is going to be your reading for the next 6 months. If you're new here, this is Divine Light, and I'm so happy you have joined me today. We're going to first pull some symbols. This is going to be how we're going to proceed. The symbols are going to show us what's coming your way, what you should be aware of, what's leaving your life, or maybe a blessing coming forward. And then we're going to jump into the coffee cup, which is going to show us the timeline of things, if there are some letters, numbers, synchronicities that you should be aware of. At the end, I'm going to pull some cards, and that's going to give us more guidance. By the way, if you're new here, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. We have a dark man here, dealings or relationships with a man with dark complexion or hair. So it doesn't really come up in any context. Let's pull some cards to clarify that. But we also have a sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh new start. This can be representative of someone that you're going to start something new, new creative ideas. That's why I feel like this is not romance for some of you. This is maybe, we have a Pisces man here. Maybe someone who has been holding back. Can be also someone romantic. Pisces tend to be a little bit romantic. However, this also someone, hangman is someone illuminated. Someone maybe who take a break from life for a while, and now they're aware. It can be their sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. A Venus sign can be like love. Maybe someone that you have like a romantic relationship or like an emotional, maybe brother or so, a relationship with. It seems like they're coming back, and they're coming back with a creative idea. Maybe the approach is not going to be, if this is a romantic thing, their first approach might be actually going on adventures together, not in the romantic sense, but in the adventurous and the playful sense. And it can be also like a fresh new start, basically ventures. It can start in a very friendly way, and then it can move on further from there. We have a teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So, yeah, some of you might be also attracting. This says a man here. So, if you're a masculine male figure, you might be attracting a friend that you're going to connect in a good way. But also, I don't want to focus on the sex too much. It can be like the teapot. You are basically like a, tea, as if right now, symbolizes the gossip and communication and sharing this deep insights. So it can be someone that you can like spill the tea together, okay? We have a dog barking, advice from a friend. So this person might have a valuable information for you, or the dog can be someone separate from the situation that is observing what's happening, and it's gonna speak about the situation. We have a bird flying, news is on the way. This can be the following 3 months of what's coming. Disappointment in a friend or a lover. Why? Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Not unsuccessful plans. So, I feel like one thing is coming your way, so you can let go of another. I feel like some of you might be really depending on like certain friendships, or like holding on to them too tightly. So you're going to see the difference. These are basically like reflection of each other. This is like a very positive, supportive friendship, supportive person showing up. These are like the people, news is coming about a person that's going to really disappoint you. We have here a Page of Swords, can be a Cancer, Pisces, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Someone maybe who's a little bit stubborn. Someone maybe about wealth or money issues. Maybe someone that you try to build something together might really create that. Yeah, it's about money issues. So I feel like these are all coming forth, so you will know that you don't invest big in someone's very creative and logical idea. It might sound good on the paper as a news. It can sound very good, but it might not turn out to be the way you want it to be. So if you're planning to invest big into someone's creation, maybe it's hold off on that. Pisces, the hangman, just stops and pauses. So it can be also this person might be maybe even giving you advice. Stop, pause. Do not jump into it right away. It might not be that beneficial as you think it is, okay? Let's dive into the coffee cup now. We have a pathway opening here within the 5th month. So I feel Initially you might feel like, oh, the things are not going right, this is not working, I wanted this to work but it's not really going the way I want it to be, like a sad and bad thinking, because of the things are not working out the way you want. You see like there's an octopus here, maybe you're trying to do everything in your power and take care of everything but it's not still working. We have a deer right there. Deer can be the loyal companion next to you, but then there's a pathway opening outside, which is we have the elephant's trunk right here. So if something is not really working out, you're going to see how good it's going to take, how good it's going to get for you very soon. Maybe within the beginning of the 5th month or so, you're going to see that it's going to bring to you immediate results. It's not going to take forever. So that's why you might feel really sad, upset about something, frustrated when the things are not really aligned the way you want it to be, because like it's right here, disappointment, someone being stubborn, maybe sabotaging your plans. The thing is, it can be frustrating. However, I see here the ideal that you have is very big and you don't really have the luxury to feed into this negativity. You cannot let this affect you, because if you do, you have like from Ace of Pentacles to 10 of Pentacles, you're going to be rising, and it's not through what you think it's going to be. It's going to be from something else, someone else, or this can be about relationship as well. Maybe you want to have a relationship with someone, but that person is not the person. Okay, that's not the one for you, and that doesn't really have the future for you. So that's why I feel like here it's good to see things as they come and do not look at things as good or bad initially, especially within the 4th, 5th, and the 6th month timeline, because there's a massive highway opening outside here to your comfort zone. It's taking you from where you are to another dimension, basically a better dimension. And that's probably why everything is not really going. I don't want to say everything, because it's like a disappointment in a friend, someone being stubborn, like unsuccessful plans, someone that you try to tie the knot with someone, you see the knot is actually breaking here. So it's happening for a reason, Cancer. Okay, it's happening so you can find the right thing for you. And another thing we have here is within the 1st month, I see there's a pathway opening here, an opportunity coming your way, but it's not 100% clear. And there's like a person right there. I don't know if you can see this person right here. They're yelling, screaming, kind of looks like a pig nose they have. This can be someone money oriented. Pig can symbolize money and greed and material things as well. I don't want to just put the meaning of greed, but this can be also someone who's greedy. Why not? This person maybe do not want you to go on this pathway because it's not going to benefit them. When you really start thriving and getting successful or getting outside of your comfort zone, exploring, there are better things available for you, they might lose the grip on you. That's why maybe they don't want you to get out there. This can be about relationships as well. Maybe you're taking a break with someone, and during the break, this person goes out there and explores new opportunities, but tells you that if you do that, you won't be coming back, and there's not going to be going back from that. So that's basically kind of like a manipulation. Maybe somebody's trying to manipulate you so you can stay in the comfort zone that you're in. However, in order to see new ventures, new creative ideas, yes, you need to take different pathways, because that's when mind starts to produce new ideas. If you keep doing the same things over and over and over again, taking the same pathway, it just becomes mechanical. You turn into a machine. You stop thinking, like driving. Think about driving. If you keep driving the same pathway, same roads every day for 20 years, like after 10 years, maybe 5 years, you don't even realize when you get on the car, when you get off the car. You don't know what's happening. It just becomes so automatic. And this road is going to take you out of that path. It's going to take you out of that automatic living. It might not benefit some of the people, and they're going to be really loud and opposed to it. But you need to mind your own business. And this doesn't mean that you need to be verbal with them. You can just do your thing. Okay, you just path opens to you. I see that you're at the end of the pathway, and the head actually shows up as a horse here. This kind of looks like a horse as well, a little bit. Horse symbolizes wish fulfillment. So when you follow the path, you're going to find your wish fulfillment. The second month timeline, we have here a cluster of kind of looks like initially what I see, I'm going to tell you. I see someone like a tree actually rising here. A person who has horns, like looks like a young girl or maybe a woman. Horns of the bull, maybe a Taurus. Horns of the Capricorn, but this looks like a Taurus horns. Might be actually reaching out to you through another person here. We have a male figure and then we have a feminine figure. I mean, it doesn't exactly look like it, but like I see bow tie here around the horn. That just I represented from like a someone young. Do we have any letters? We have kind of like a G here, or C, like Cecilia, G, Georgia, Jeannie, Gina Davis. I keep seeing her name recently a lot. So this person, okay, this is like a family tree. There's a baby right there, as you can see. Maybe there's a newborn. I see letter H, like Harry or Harriet. Maybe there's a new baby coming into your family tree, and this person might be someone coming in to see the baby. Taurus bull can represent a spiritual authority, can be someone, a spiritual authority in the family coming to see the baby, bringing gifts. But also they have like a dog on one horn, which is loyalty. The other one has kind of like a devil on the other horn. So this person, and they have like a horse here. Horse is also wish fulfillment, but this person is someone who manifested their wishes. So this can be someone who's loyal to the family, loyal to you, but also they might have like a devil whispering into their ear. And they might be blurping out some hurtful things. And this is actually coming so you know it's not about you. I told you that someone's extremely stubborn and unwilling to change, and bull Taurus energy actually has that too. Like they don't like to change. They don't like to change their environment. So this can be someone, maybe when the new baby, new venture, new thing, new beginning, new job opportunity, you moving somewhere new comes forward as news, they're not going to handle it very well. They're going to be really against it. They're really opposed to it. Maybe even react to it very big. And initially you might really hold back because you don't want their reaction. However, there are phone lines forming here. There's a clean slate coming forward, and I see like a queen here. The first thing I saw like a queen sitting on a throne, but when I get closer, I see a person jumping with joy and celebrating something. And this is the thing. I told you that I see that you're being an octopus, working multiple things at the same time. I see that there's a feminine figure and masculine figure. They're having a conversation here. Something is separating them, like a board in between them. They're talking through the boards. They're not seeing each other's faces. Maybe it's through the screen that you're talking to this person. The clear thing coming in, good news are coming in. By the way, within the second, I told you month timeline, there's a person showing up. There's a pathway opening to you. I see someone here, maybe riding like a carriage or so, and heading towards something like an emotionally fulfilling new offer. This can be like maybe even moving away. Yes, you're not going to abide by the authority's rules, spiritual authority. And spiritual authority is someone, actually we think they have power. It doesn't mean they have power. Most of the time, these are very well spoken people, or the people with physical power, financial power, but they might not have the divine power. Okay, so I feel like you're going to see that it's immediately going to bring results. You're going to see that you have the power. And then there is also a fallback. I see there's a chunk of money showing up. The chunk of money maybe you're going to start to work for really hard about it, like the octopus being an octopus, you are going to reach out a lot of places to make it happen. And there is someone that you have a board, a separation with, is actually you're trying to connect. The first thing popped in my head, maybe you are managing a business or managing a situation that you don't have the main person with you. Maybe you're writing through the screen, like there's a screen with you guys. So now this makes sense. Maybe that's where you're going. Like you're just going to eliminate the screen, just going to go to that place to see this person face to face, to understand the truth behind this situation, okay? The 6 months, I see that you are actually dancing with another person here. There's a bear, strong bear behind you. You can see the bear's face is clear. Bear has 2 chunks of money. So the bear can be an authority handing over money, or someone who has power, like a business owner or such. Maybe hiring you with someone that you get along with well. Or this can be, if this is like you finding your soulmate situation here, you're dancing. I saw like a man's face and a woman's face, but here, yeah. So maybe there's an authority is going to be supporting you, or someone powerful is going to be supporting this love. While you're reading approval from maybe the family, I told you, maybe from another friend, somebody else might be bringing the support from a different direction. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I see the bust of the person again, and there's an elephant right there. And I feel like the bust of the person is you. The elephant is long-term financial security. There's a whale, can also symbolize money, abundance, resources coming into your life. There are 2 different desires coming forward, and there's a dog again appearing here. So this will require your loyalty. These things that you're desiring, that you cannot give up on them. You might be saying, oh, I've been working on these things, trying to make them happen. It's not working. Sure. We all actually experience similar stuff. But there's the tears of joy coming forward for you here, as you can see. And I believe in the planetary alignments are actually affecting our energies. We actually stepped into the year of fire horse. Okay, type horse down below if you have been here so far. So it seems like and also a lot of Aries energy, fire energy we have this year. You like it or not, you're going to be forced to take certain actions. This can be something coming in the mail. Maybe you're obligated to do this and that. Maybe jury duties coming forth. You need to go ahead and do that. Or you need to file a certain paperwork that didn't exist before. It's newly invented this year. Maybe you're feeling like, oh, wow, why am I doing this? This is so much like work to do and frustrating for you. However, there's a blessing behind that you don't see right now. And I see that there's actually... You see the heart shape forming with hands right there, like something that your heart is desiring is getting formed. Like you see the desire coming forth. It has some time. I even see the house rooftop here. Maybe some of you are getting like a roof over your head. Like you're forming the heart shape, your heart's desires with your own hands right there, which is very significant, okay? Timeline-wise, it's like on the crossroads, so it can be coming within the 3rd month, the 2nd, in the middle of the 2nd, or in the middle of the 5th one, okay? So the time can change for every one of you. I see there's a witch right here flying inside of your home with like a heart space with broom. Though this can be a mentor, which is actually the women in the past. When you look at the witch trials and such that happened in Europe and in America as well, those are most of the time are women that were helping people about medical stuff, basically. The nurses, doctors, they know which herb works for painkillers as a painkiller, or which one stops the bleeding for women. And this kind of, they actually intervene basically with the natural flow of life. They heal people. So I feel like this can be someone who has that kind of like a healing properties. You can interpret it that way. There's flying into your space, but no one can enter into your space without you allowing them consciously. Or maybe, I don't think there's subconscious approval is accepted when it comes to energy. You need to consciously, you can say it verbally or you can think of it. Oh, I'm allowing this person to my energies, or I'm allowing their healing. You can. I feel like this is a positive thing coming into you, but they're staying outside of your zone until you allow them. So if you don't trust it, you don't have to take it. This can be also coming as like an ancestral knowledge. Like, for example, what do we have? My mother actually gave me like a chamomile because I've been stressed for the last couple of days. I keep drinking chamomile tea. That's it. It's that simple. It doesn't have to be something, oh, groundbreaking. Oh my God, I found the emerald tablets and scrolls and stuff. Like, it's not that. But that simple energy exchange is going to actually change the projection of things for you too. You're going to start to see things in a very positive way. Maybe it's going to relax your nervous system, that chamomile tea, for example, and it's going to give you the power to do what you do the best, okay? Let's see what's happening with tarot now. I'm going to pull some cards. And we're going to pull month by month, but I already see 4 of Wands and 5 of Swords. So it seems like some of you might be overcoming a very shady situation and coming to the end of that situation. And so you can celebrate now that success. Another thing with like the 4 of Wands and the 5 of Swords wants to show up. Okay, after the 5 of Swords, the Justice shows up. So maybe you completed a cycle and now you're starting a new life and you desire new things to happen, and then you face with these shady stuff. And 5 of Swords can represent someone who has negative intentions. They want to defeat everything with every tool that they have, without considering that we are living on a world that based on energy exchange. So what you put out is what you get back. Even like doing it in defeat requires some gentle approach. For example, like in the Olympics, you don't really shake the golden medal, which I think they do, but they're not doing it very arrogantly because they know that their peers are equal to them. And so the circumstances can change, but it doesn't change that they're professional. All of them are professional. So I feel like 5 of Swords is like basically winning the medal at all costs. Maybe putting someone's, drink, water, something to cause them to feel funny in the stomach, and then winning it. That's like a 5 of Swords energy. What happens after that is the Justice will come forth. It will come for everyone, karma. Okay, so that's basically Justice showing you that. Even if you're thinking, oh, this person took something away from me, now I'm not. No, you're gonna thrive better. They're going to pay back what they have taken away. Okay, it's the rule of the universe. Queen of Swords, first month. Let's pull the cards then, because together they make much more sense. Okay, I like it already. Even though here we dip down a little bit mentally, I feel like maybe logical dipping down because you're not seeing results, movements. 2 of Nines, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, they're extremely positive and good. 2 8s, we can take them as like preparation period, like an upgrade gonna happen. So you're learning here, you're actually breaking free from the bonds of the past here. The first month we start with the Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords represents someone who's logical, and I feel like also not only logical, but also someone gentle. So, for example, now I'm looking at the Devil card here. Devil symbolizes obsessive thinking, like getting stuck in the past and overanalyzing things. And when you don't find a solution and the feeling gets really tight and heavy, you go after the things to distract you, like bad habits type of stuff. But the Queen of Swords tells me that whenever you feel that way, go back to that gentle space that your logic actually proves you right in the positive sense. For example, when you're feeling in a very bad situation right now, you're expecting something bad to happen. Queen of Swords is the one who brings you back to the moment. Sharp attitude. She doesn't depend on any projections of the future or the past results. She is here and now. She's focused on what's happening in front of her. She looks at the evidence. What do we have here? Okay, for example, you're getting paranoid about a relationship. Devil also has that relationship energy, okay, that love energy about a person. This is calling you back. Look at the evidence. Don't speculate, oh, they didn't text me for so many hours, so they're probably cheating on me. Maybe they fell asleep. Maybe sometimes they say, like, maybe they've been in an accident. No, they're not in an accident. They're probably living the life, because life is not easy, guys. Like, we go to work, we come back home, we do other things like every day, all day, but the thing is, then make a positive choice for yourself. So let's go with the same example. This person didn't text you. You're looking at your, okay, yeah, be confident within yourself. You know that you deserve better. And if they didn't text you first time, okay, they might have been sleeping, they might have something going on, but it takes 2 seconds to tell someone hi or how you doing. So after the second and the third time, you can make a different choice that supports you, that you feel confident within yourself. Make a different choice and understand that, okay, this path is not for me, this person is not for me, this environment is not for me, this friendship is not working for me. Let me go with something that really boosts my confidence, that I can actually trust that I am loved, I'm appreciated, I'm supported. Do something that really helps you with the rest of the things in your life as well. Okay, so if someone, again, let's say someone is actually occupying your mind for hours because they didn't text you back, maybe it's good to just break free very soon and find someone who's not really going to take that space, but you're going to feel, whenever you think about them, oh yeah, I feel good. I feel good. Let's continue with what's happening in this moment. Beauty. May you perceive nature's artistry afresh. So focus on the beautiful things that are helping you, and more of the beauty rather than the stressful stuff, okay? The second month, we have the Eight of Pentacles, which actually symbolizes learning something new and mastering your craft. And if that's the case, go ahead and do that and pay attention to what you're doing rather than paying attention to what's going outside of yourself. Like I gave the example of a person. So because when you invest in yourself, the things that you gain out of it is going to help you out in the tough times. Three of Swords can be tough times in the sense of the clouds are coming in. I told you, I felt the energy inside of the cup. Some of you might be getting some negative news, but not in the sense that is destructing like a tower, but it's a heartbreaking, stressful, maybe mind, like it's just occupying stuff. This is telling me that mind your own business with the Eight of Pentacles. Do what you do the best. If you have a skill, or if you have a day-to-day job, or if you have other things that you need to take care of them. By the way, start mastering other stuff. For example, I started learning another language today, not in like a super professional way, but like one of those online apps. And yeah, I'm learning Italian, guys. Salve. That means hi. So go ahead and occupy your mind with the things that are actually going to be helpful for other things in the future endeavors, or maybe in the momentarily they're going to be helping you. That's going to help you weather the storm, because the clouds are going to part away, and immediately within the third month, which they do, because Nine of Pentacles is enjoying your creations. Okay, we have here, she has a hawk in her hand, but this hawk actually can see, and she has total control of it. And in the original, we don't see that, because hawks can fly and hunt if you don't cover their eyes. But she has total control of the hawk. And yeah, 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles. So you have total control of the material situation, which is going to also benefit you in family, love, and other aspects of your life. I don't know what else to tell you, because this is already a beautiful scenery here, okay? When it comes to, okay, the third month, you might receive a material thing that will set you for a long time. And then this will also affect your financial decisions or the legacy that you're creating for yourself. This can be also like an inspiration coming to you about your future endeavors or investments or basically establishment. You see, like, she doesn't have the castle here, but in the original tarot, we see that she has actually a vineyard, and then here, that vineyard turns into a castle when you keep at it. So that can be a very important time for you to pay attention to the material things coming your way and the choices that you will do with them. It can be a job offer coming in that is going to support you for a long time. It can be retirement plans showing up, or like something that's about material investment. Okay, within the 4th month, we have 8 of Swords and 9 of Pentacles want to come forth again. So you might be feeling a trouble in paradise, because I told you there's a paradise moment. This is a paradise basically with your family, loved ones, children, dogs, or loyalty. And his kind of reminds me of this cloak that he's wearing. I don't know if you know about Gustav Klimt. He has this painting called The Kiss. And it kind of reminds me of that. So, like, there's true romance happening here, because material wealth will give space, open up space for also having like emotional wealth as well. So this can make you feel, I told you that she has a vineyard here, she has a castle, she has this one covered right there. So you're set, you're good, you're doing well. This can maybe even feel limiting for you, Cancer. You might want to go on a new adventure. The 4th month can be feeling tied down. Okay, I made an investment, now I have to stay here. It's frustrating. What am I gonna do? And my hands are tied. This is going to take for a while now. Okay, so that's gonna be the time. 9 of Pentacles showing up again to remind you that you have a lot of things to be grateful for, and make sure your eyes are on the Pentacles rather than the swords around you. Another thing here is your eyes are shut down here. Your eyes are closed. So make sure that you're opening your eyes, because another thing, she has this many swords. She can like cut herself off of these ties. So you're not really seeing the solution out of this thing. The 5th month comes in with the Hermit. It can be a Virgo showing up as like a spiritual mentor in your life. I feel like a masculine figure. Or this can be you tapping into the energies of that deeper wisdom that you have in order to get yourself out of there. Because, yeah, you're going to start. This can be a calm, cool moment that you're going to tap into the energy of the Hermit. You're going to see the stars, see the sky, see the guidance, see the intuitive knowledge, or even like a deeper inner knowing that you have. Your desires are going to guide you to movement, taking action. Okay, we see the 2 of Pentacles can mean 2 things at the same time. This means that you have a lot of, after like a quiet period of time, calm and coolness, you might have a lot of action happening during this month. And in order for you to adjust from this calmness to this, I don't want to say turmoil, because movement, I want to say, you might find a middle ground to calm your mind as the Hermit that you are, and maybe even get some support, mental support. 2 of Pentacles can be like working too hard, not being able to balance the pentacles right. It can mean that it can come as an advice to calm yourself a little bit, take a little break if you can, even 10 minutes a day, do a meditation, take a walk around the park. And so do something that is going to be helpful, relaxing. On the other hand, this also carries the energy of making your dreams come true. So it can be another thing you consciously choosing and fully jumping into it with both feet, which can require a lot of energy, also which can require a lot of recharging in order for you to put the energy in. That's all we do in this life. We exchange energy, we give energy, and we get energy back. So the 5th month is going to be about maybe even figuring out a formula to how to dedicate yourself to a work, and then clearing your mind and keep at it. Okay, keep going at it and keep multiplying that, maybe growing your desires. The 6th month is 9 of Cups. There's something that you will feel pleasure is going to come forth. That 9 of Cups can be 9 different desires coming forward with the Death card. Why that card? Because there's a celebration coming forward. So this is a good death. I feel like this is something or someone that something that you're trying to keep alive. It's over and done with. It can be, let's go with the relationship. It can be friendship, because Three of Cups is also friendship here, celebrating the harvest with your friends. Maybe you are trying to pull this king with you all the time. That can be an authority, that can be a masculine figure, which cannot really come to the future with you. Now you're realizing that, which is not really going to affect you in a negative way. I don't even see a glimpse of, like, I see a little bit sadness here, but the boy even like right away, they're sad, but they're okay. They're moving on immediately. You can see, do we see here? We see the white cloak. We see the red one. The red one is maybe you. The yellow one is here too. So yeah, red one is here too. So you're gonna maybe even celebrate this ending. Take this card as something is coming to an end, and it's gonna be something you're celebrating immediately with your friends, loved ones, coming together, like enjoying it very much. So take it as maybe something long dragged issue coming to an end now. Okay, maybe a case that you've been handling, something that you've been working on, but it just keeps coming back. Now you're over and done with the situation. The sun is shining on the background right there. Let's see what the oracle has to tell you. Let's pull some cards from this one. Chess Queen, trust, strategizing. So that's an important thing, and I feel like it's aligning within the first month with the Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands energy. Seems like you're starting a new thing, a new endeavor. And you can, I told you, if you're getting bothered by someone as well, that you need to be logical about the situation and move forward with confidence to the next best thing. Or maybe just protect your territory, like the sword that you have in your hand is your word. You can draw a line, you can say no. And that means that you can trust that your strategies are working and you are doing the right thing. If you have any doubt, I feel like this is coming to tell you that you're good at this thing. You can do it. You don't have to doubt your decisions. Phoenix here is direction, surrender to change. This is it. I feel like this is it. That's why you're having a heartbreak here. You're doing something maybe for so long that you know Eight of Pentacles is like being an expert. You know that you're doing the right thing. However, there's a change coming about the situation. This can be even about like typing your papers, for example. There's a system change might be coming in and you're resisting to that. It's bringing clouds to you. So the Phoenix tells me here, this is a resurrection for you. This is going to be something that is going to bring you back very strongly and powerfully in a very healed way. So surrender to this change because it is it's a good change. The Shadow Queen here, acquiring knowledge, insecurity, and manipulation. This is a negative part of it. This is actually the positive part of it, which Eight of Pentacles is also acquiring knowledge. But I feel like here, the more you know, like there's actually a saying, which I also experienced that in the past as well. The more you know about something, the less confident you feel because you come to realize that there's a lot more to know about that subject. So someone might actually feel and sense that on you. The Shadow Queen can be someone also shadowy. The more you acquire knowledge, someone who might see that you are doubting yourself and play to that insecurities you have. So you need to be careful about that. You need to be aware about that as well. You can have insecurity, but you don't have to express it verbally to anyone. And also, if there is not acquiring knowledge, the knowledge that you have might actually help you change the situation. But there are universal laws, actually spiritual laws, like manipulation is something that you do forcefully, which actually comes back around. So you can actually inform the knowledge, give the knowledge, and change the things around, not by manipulating, but being honest as well. Okay, honesty can work in your situation. Manipulation can be like a bad, it can create a bad karma, okay, if that you feel like doing it. We have here the map maker of destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. So basically, manipulation is playing with other people's free will. Instead of doing that, you focus on your authentic purpose, your true heart's desire. What do you want? At the end of the day, what do you want? And focus on that. The inspiration will come to you. Then you're gonna execute your free will and take action with that guidance. When you do, you're gonna get to the right places. You don't even have to maybe even tell other people or use other people. Okay, they're gonna be authentically helping you with your desires. We have here believe, may the sea deepen your faith. This kind of looks like the, that organ in our head. So it seems like there is a belief change happening, a paradigm shift for some of you. Release, may you lay down your burdens. So I feel like that the more things starts to go better in a good way, you're going to be able to let go of the things that you think that make you who you are, but you realize that they're just actually keeping you stuck in the past. Journey, may you seek adventure. This can be coming also your way without you seeking it, but also, go ahead and seek that. If it's like changing the regular path you travel to another one, you should. We have here imagine, may you look beyond what can be seen. Imagine, maybe even visualize the future that you want to be in, that you want, the scenes that you want to be in, okay? Imagine, our minds actually, we create everything through our minds first, then in the material world that come to life. We have paralyzed here. We had the hangman in the beginning. Let's see. Not being able to move forward can overwhelm and create a sense of fear. This can also be the dark men here. Maybe they're not really coming forth because they're paralyzed right now. That's because that's the hangman's energy. They're stuck somewhere. But standing still can be just as frightening. At least moving forward can create change. So it can be someone with you, stuck with you somewhere, or maybe you're feeling stuck because of this person. This is basically telling you moving forward can help you create the change that you desire, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.